Welcome to the Cloaked Awards. I am that cloaked nerd, also known as Mallory, and these are the things that I have loved over the year 2025. Shall we start with the first category? Films. Lots of great films came out in 2025. I am not a big fan of horror films. I don't like blood, so any films like that aren't going to be in this, because these are just films that I have watched and films that I liked. The nominees are Fantastic Four, First Steps, I think it's called, Superman, Now You See Me, Now You Don't, Mission Impossible The Final Reckoning, and K-pop Demon Hunters. And the winner is Now You See Me, Now You Don't. I also have a nomination for the worst film that came out this year, and it was Minecraft. Yeah. Up next will be TV. Welcome to the Cloaked Awards. These are the TV shows that I loved this year. The nominations are Season 2, or what's come out so far, of Percy Jackson. Season 2, or what's come out so far, of High Potential. The Hack. Patience. Code of Silence. And War Between the Land and the Sea. And the winner is War Between the Land and the Sea. Really good TV show. I really enjoyed it. Short and sweet. Coming up next will be music. First section are pop albums, or pop country adjacent albums. Tumbleweed by Drake Milligan. The Life of a Showgirl by Taylor Swift. Mixtape Dominate by Stray Kids. And Sniper Machine by Tyler Childers. The winner of this category is Tumbleweed by Drake Milligan. It's a no-skip album, as much as I love the other ones. Next category is rock and alternative albums, because I like too many albums to put it in one category this year. Nominees are Sanguivore 2, Mistress of Death by Creeper. Vamp by Magnolia Park. Dreams on Toast by The Darkness, and Violet by Ellis Dunes. The winner is Sanguivore 2. Again, a no-skip album. Really good. The final category for music is Song of the Year, in my opinion. Categories? Nominees are Razor Wire by Creeper. Actually Romantic, covered by Bowling for Soup, originally by Taylor Swift. Biting List by Tyler Childers / Childers. How Much Beer by Drake Milligan. And Opalite by Taylor Swift. And the winner for me is Razor Wire by Creeper. It's got that kind of sultry, jazzy Jessica Rabbit meets Jessica Stabbit vibes. Really enjoyable. Next up would be books. Disclaimer for this section. I've only read 2 new books this year. My TBR list is so full of books from like the past 10 years that the only books I've read this year are these 2. Sunrise on the Reaping and Scythe and Sparrow. And the winner for me was Sunrise on the Reaping. It was perfect, in my opinion. I cannot wait for the film. Up next is games. Again, I only played 2 new ones this year. Everything else I played was from previous years. These 2 had such a hold on me that that's all I played. So my nominees are Date Everything and Hades 2. And the winner is Hades 2. It is the perfect sequel. It's an incredible game. I love it, and I think you should all play it. Final part of the Cloaked Awards. I asked you guys about a week or so ago what media that came out this year you loved, and I got a lot of responses, so here's what you guys thought. Bands of Bollywood, which is a TV show. Puppet Shade Chronicles 3, which is some form of rock opera. I'm going to say I've never heard of any of this stuff, so... Well, not... I've heard of some of it, but I've never heard of a lot of this, so... Softly as a Morning Sunrise by Javier Nero, I think I've written. I'm struggling to read my own handwriting. That is a song, I believe. Series 20 of Taskmaster, the TV show. Factorio Space Age and Dispatch, which are both games. Amber Glow Candy Store by Hiyoko Kurisu, which I butchered the pronunciation of, but that's apparently a book. Anne of Green Gables performed live at Stratford Festival. Piece of live theatre. Ghost of Yotai, which is a game. Real Sort, which is like an app. Wicked for Good, that's a film. I've not seen it yet. That's on my list. Stranger Things Season 5 Part 1. I don't watch Stranger Things, but my dad said that he really enjoyed that. Fancy That by Pink Pantheress, which I think is a mixtape, not a song, but correct me if I'm wrong. Excuse me. Listers, the extreme bird watching thing. That's like a documentary, I think, on YouTube, someone said. But that sounds right up my alley, so I'll give that one a go. Even in Arcadia by Sleep Token. I think this is the album, not a single from the album. Okay, now a couple games coming up. Hollow Knight Silksong. That was big. Claire Obscura Expedition 33. I've heard good things about this. If someone can tell me what it's about, I'd love that. Dispatch again. Hades 2 again. It obviously got well reviewed. And Helldivers. I think it's Helldivers 2 that came out this year. Not something I've played, but I know people that like it. What else we got? We got films. Nosferatu and Frankenstein. Quite similar veins. Lots of people said they really liked Frankenstein. Sunrise on the Reaping popped up again. Oh, the Ocean. I wasn't quite sure who this was by, but a friend of mine said they really enjoyed that. A lot of TV shows. Critical Role Season 3 finale. Has Been Hotel Season 2. The Amazing Digital Circus. Camp Here and There Season 2. And The Mighty Nine. That's what you guys seem to like. If there's anything I'm missing that you really loved that came out this year, let me know. I'd love to know. I'd love to enjoy more media. Enjoy more media that people like. So let us know what you loved.